The Fest Wrestling Championship is on the line as we get fired up here tonight at Enjoy Wrestling.
Yeah, Savannah Evans set to defend against a Pittsburgh favorite in Dani Moe. It is power versus speed.
Big matchup here to kick off Episode 1, Season 8 here of Enjoy Wrestling. Title matchup to kick things off. Our friends down at Fest Wrestling in Gainesville, Florida.
One half of the Neon Blonde, Dynamite Dani Moe.
Of course, Jim with the ring introductions, but again, our friends down at Gainesville, Florida at Fest Wrestling co-sponsoring this matchup. The challenger, Dani Moe, a Pittsburgh stalwart with a chance to put some gold around her waist tonight.
Yeah, kicking off the rites of spring. The weather's starting to warm up, and could the warm, bubbly personality of Dani Moe be moments away from a championship victory? 8 years as a gymnast, the past 3 or 4 years as a professional wrestler. Dani Moe very aerially inclined. She's part of Team Neon Blondes with another name we've seen here in Enjoy and around the area in Facade. That tells you how adept she is in the air. She'll need every bit of it to counteract the raw power of the defending champion.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, she is the Fest Wrestling Champion and Impact Superstar, the Cannibal, Savannah Evans.
The reigning and defending Fest Wrestling Champion here tonight, putting the title on the line. And Enjoy Wrestling, Rites of Spring. And what a way to kick things off with a big title matchup.
Yeah, and the thing about Savannah Evans, she calls herself the Cannibal, and that speaks to how she just likes to metaphorically devour her opponents, overwhelm them, eat them alive with offense. And Savannah continues to add power to her game every time I see her. I've seen her since pretty much her rookie year, 9 years ago. Bell sounds, but I know she's been doing big things down in Fest. I mean, she beat MV Young for that championship, and that speaks more than anything about how tough you've got to be. And I understand, Rich, things tend to get pretty wild and woolly down there at Fest, don't they?
Yeah, they do play fast and loose with the rules down in Gainesville, Florida. You mentioned it, MV Young, nearly a year as Fest Wrestling Champion. Savannah Evans, more than 100 days now, proudly defending that title. But, I mean, you look at the list of former Fest Wrestling Champions. I mean, the likes of Effie, a two-time champion. Sue Young, Heidi Lovelace. I mean, some pretty big names have held the title, and Savannah Evans looking to uphold that lineage. This would be a huge get for Dani Moe if she can score the win tonight.
Well, history here as well in Enjoy Wrestling, as Savannah with the top wrist lock. It was Facade and Dani Moe who defeated Savannah Evans and Killian McMurphy at Night Moves a little over a year ago. And I know that Savannah Evans and Killian McMurphy have not forgotten about that. Killian and Facade will actually cross paths next week here on our broadcast. But right now, it is Savannah looking to make up for that prior loss. You know, Savannah, you can't have a big house without a solid foundation, and Savannah's got a big career built on the foundation of the likes of Cedric Alexander, Caleb Conley, and you want to talk about where she gets her grit, her old school toughness from? That is the legendary George South.
Yeah, the legend in the Carolinas, and you know, look out here, Savannah Evans.
George South is still, I believe, 60 years old and winning championships and bleeding buckets. That shows you that Savannah Evans has no fear, won't back down, and she could reign for champion as a long time if she decides.
Oh, when you talk about trainers, too, when you have a guy like George South, I mean, people will travel from all over to spend some time sitting under his learning tree. Savannah Evans seems to have soaked up as much as she could, and has put it to use.
And she's never stopped learning. That's the most important thing. She's never stopped evolving. But Dani Moe escapes the grip of Savannah Evans. Dani's got to be abusive yet elusive here. Keep this thing moving. Oh, nice arm drag takeover, lucha libre style. The more Dani can stay out of the reach of Savannah Evans, the more she's got an opportunity. Distance will give her an advantage here, but Savannah, again, has her scouted.
Fest Wrestling, as we mentioned, fast and loose with the rules. You never know what you're going to see with weapons and the like.
Dani went for the roll-up. Evans, a death grip on that middle rope. Wasn't going to budge and steps over Dani Moe, just showing that dominance.
Point I'm making here, Joe, is that in a Fest Wrestling Championship matchup, anything's legal, anything goes. I don't know that Savannah Evans is going to go the route of, let's say, chicanery and weapons, but she could if she needs to. Doesn't look like it, though, huh?
Beautifully done with a side slam into the cover. 2 count only. Well, to your point, Rich, I think that looser style would benefit Dani Moe, who's known to use her surroundings as an offensive weapon, known to use them as a springboard. Savannah Evans, a little more grounded in the basics and the traditional aspects. I think she just wants to overpower you. I think with Savannah Evans, her hands are the only weapon she needs.
As tough as they come, and Dani Moe, feeling the effects of a powerful forearm right to the sternum, and Savannah Evans isn't done yet. Powerful whip.
And notice the eyes have not left the gaze of the challenger as Savannah charges through. Incredible speed behind that as well.
Yeah, it really has a quick motor and a quick start.
The thing about Savannah is she will smother you with offense. You can realize what you need to do, but you don't have a second to catch your breath because she's on top of you every step of the way, even from across the ring.
At 0 to 60, super quick.
Yeah.
And super powerful as well. Example on that suplex. Simple suplex. You look at the confidence on her face.
Yeah.
She knows she's dominating here so far.
So to most other athletes, that double arm suplex is a standard maneuver. But Savannah gets so much impact and so much distance out of it as Dani Moe just trying to fight here, create that distance again, get out of the clutches of Savannah, who rains down another shot.
And I know what you're saying. A lot of times that suplex, like transition move.
Yeah.
Move more just to kind of knock the wind out of you. You don't expect to get a win. Savannah Evans hits that as powerful as she is. Yeah. She can end a match with it if she needs to.
And Dani's still feeling it over a minute later and gonna feel this as well. The bear hug that supplies pressure on the intercostals, the rib cage, the lungs, it constricts the breathing. And notice Dani Moe's got no way to get momentum or leverage on her side. She doesn't even have her footing. She's been elevated over the shoulder of Savannah.
And Savannah was swinging Dani around, now put it up on her shoulder. And whoa, Dani able to take advantage.
Cover here, shoulders down for 2. Man, would you call that an upset?
It would have to be.
Oh, man!
That's taking nothing away from Dani Moe.
Yeah, pop-up powerbomb by Savannah. Dani Moe is a hell of an athlete. She's courageous. But Savannah Evans may be in her own category. And a 2 count only that time. Dani Moe could have stayed down, and I don't think anybody would have thought different of her. Nobody would have judged her. Nobody would have blamed her. But Dani Moe wants to fight. Dani Moe realizes what a big opportunity it would be to win this Fest Championship and be down in Florida as part of those events as well. It only increases her resume, increases her paydays, increases everything, but it starts with a win here.
Good cheering section here tonight as well. But again, something as simple that an everyday move, a body slam.
Yeah.
Took so much out of Dani right there, and just another example of how powerful Savannah Evans is. Look out.
Dani Moe from the area as Savannah drapes the leg. 2 count only.
I mean, that could have been it.
Yeah. Dani Moe's mother is here. She's got friends and family watching on, but man, what a daunting task to have all your loved ones watching you for. You need that support, but man, Savannah Evans has just ruled this matchup from practically the outset.
And Dani had that one flurry when Savannah had her in the bear hug and was able to slide down her back. Oh, look out there. Savannah going for that charge in the corner one too many times.
And is this an opening for Dani Moe? Savannah hit hard. We talked about that momentum, that speed. It worked against Savannah that time.
Sure did.
It was a collision with steel. And keep in mind, Rich, these are not rounded posts. There's a corner that can dig into your clavicle, that can do some serious damage with an impact like that.
Yeah, sure thing. And a lot of times those ring posts as well, they're not exactly smooth either, and slice you open too.
Yeah. Speaking of impact, of course, Savannah's been making waves in impact wrestling lately. Dani Moe. I don't know if you want to go slugfest with Savannah, but Dani's got to find something here. If she can beat Savannah at her own game, that could be huge. These side round kicks to the quad muscle. And Dani breaking out some martial arts. Breaking out. A stunner connects.
Savannah's still on her feet. Savannah has not been knocked off her feet, Joe.
That's true. Looking to use her agility. A former collegiate pole vaulter. And Dani the balance down with a crossbody. But the momentum will not allow Dani to stay on top of her foe.
First time that Dani Moe has taken Savannah Evans down.
Oh, she slammed her. Dani Moe, did she get enough? No. I think Dani Moe was as surprised that she got that slam off as anybody in this building.
Looked like Hogan slamming Andre.
Savannah Evans, I don't think expected that either.
No.
Dani charging in, pressing the advantage. Dani knows this is her one opening. She's been waiting for this the entire matchup.
You wonder if Dani might have wrenched her back a little bit. I mean, Savannah's got a weight advantage on her. She's got a bulk advantage.
Dani Moe able to elevate Savannah in a precarious position.
Think of the damage that's been done to Dani's back to begin with. That was a gutsy move to try to pick Savannah up and slam her. She got just enough of her.
Yeah, but will she pay for it in the long run? Dani going high risk now. This is an area Savannah can't compete. Into the lights. Dani Moe. Oh, the super Dani Conrada.
Gotta make the pin. Gotta get over there. Savannah's down. Step on the gas, Dani. This is your chance.
We'll see if Dani Moe can go 2-0 on Savannah. The tag match victory. And now the fist head all. But they're speaking to your point of the back. It finally gave out. Too much damage done. And a full Nelson slam overpowering Dani Moe. And Savannah's still the fifth champion.
Wrestling champion, Savannah Evans.
Dani Moe attempted to overpower her opponent. She had an opportunity. She could have chose to stick and move. It looked like that was starting to work. Savannah Evans, though, just so powerful, lives to fight another day as Fest Wrestling Champion. Nice effort for Dani Moe, though, in front of her hometown crowd.
Dani Moe opened some doors, had some opportunities, but it came down to the tenacious ferocity of Savannah Evans continuing that punishment and pressure on her opponent and leaving Enjoy Wrestling still Fest Champion. Gutsy move by Dani Moe, gutsy effort, but it's Savannah who emerges victorious and ripped.